back and let's dive in. Sit at My Grave, Chapter 5. Arden sighed, trudging back to Reed's car. Honestly, a little surprised he didn't barge in and tell him to hurry up or something. Arden got into the passenger side, opening the door, plopping back into a seat. Now noticing Reed was talking on the phone. Probably the reason he didn't come in, Arden thought, watching as Reed began driving after he got settled. Still talking. Yeah, no, I told you I'm coming. Artie was taking forever. Yeah, I'm driving right now, babe, Reed said. Arden scrunched up his face hearing that. Yeah, he's coming. I know, right? Reed laughed loudly. He glanced over at Arden, punching his arm. Arden made a face at him before rubbing the spot. We're about to tear it up. Are the boys ready? Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, it's going crazy tonight. Reed continued his conversation, grinning, as he started to drive out of the neighborhood, getting into the busy street. Arden grabbed his own phone out, starting to scroll around. He wasn't interested, but he couldn't help but hear Reed's conversation. He knew exactly who he was talking to. Emery Elda, Reed's supposed girlfriend. Arden always thought they were a weird couple, though. The way they talked to each other, he didn't understand it. It was like they were always taunting each other a bit, trying to get a rise out of each other. And on the other hand, Arden just didn't care much for Emery. He thought she always seemed kind of crazy. She was jealous a lot and always spoke very openly and loudly about things she really shouldn't. It was like she aired out all of her thoughts and didn't care who heard them. Guess they're good for each other, Arden thought with a shudder. Before he knew it, they pulled up to the club. Arden felt the skin crawl already as he stiffened up in his seat. People flooded the parking lot already, drinks in their hands as they stood around or sat on the curb, talking to each other. The big tinted windows on the building flashed foggy colored lights, and the music could already be heard thumping as Reed found a parking area. I'm here. Okay. See you, baby. Reed finished his phone call. He clapped his hands together, rubbing them, then turned to Arden. You ready to go? He asked, arching his eyebrows. Yeah, I guess, Arden said, unable to hide the unsurety in his voice. It's just a club. Don't be a wallflower and you might actually have a good time, Reed suggested. He reached over, flicking Arden's nose, and quickly got out of the car before he could react. Reed, Arden was starting to say as he got out of the car, but another voice cut him off. Reed, hey baby, Emery squealed with her slightly raspy voice. Her heeled sandals clicking across the parking lot as she dashed over. Reed smirked, opening his arms as soon as she got there, swiping her into them. They shared a kiss. Emery giggled as they did so, wrapping her arms around him as well. You don't got any lady friends in there, do you? Emery questioned as they parted from kissing. Look around. Maybe one climbed in. Reed told her with a smarmy tone. You aren't funny, Emery told him as they kissed again. Wasn't trying to be. I'm a musician, not a comedian, Reed said. Emery bit at him in a playful manner, making Reed chuckle. Oops, I didn't see you there. Hey, little Reed, what's up with you? Emery asked, waving at Arden. Arden had awkwardly got back on his phone, trying not to watch as they were hugging and kissing on each other. Arden. My name's Arden, he corrected her. I do not care that much, Emery told him with a click of her tongue. Let's get in there. Are the boys waiting? Reed asked. Oh yeah, they've been warming up, Emery told them as they began walking towards the club together. How do they sound? Reed asked. Good, but they sound the best when you're there, Emery said as she grabbed Reed's face from under his chin, kissing him deeply. Oh yeah? Reed questioned lowly, both keeping the eye contact. Yeah, she said, smiling against his lips. They all entered the club. The music was much louder on the inside. Arden looked around the place astonished. He'd never been to a party like this. There were so many people. The lights flashed with crazy colors. He spotted groups smoking together, dancing around. So many intoxicated people doing whatever they pleased. It was like stepping into a different world for Arden. One he hadn't been convinced he would like. Arden stood back, taking it all in. He shook out of his daze quickly, though, noticing Reed walking off with Emery. Hey, where are you going? He asked. I have to go practice. We're going to be on soon, Reed told him, both having to almost shout due to the music already thumping through the place. Does anyone want to dance? The girl suddenly stumbled over, slurring her words while smiling. Are you blind? He has a girlfriend, Emery announced, curling her lip in a bit of a snarl. That's so great. The girl began, slurring again. Her eyes suddenly got wide. She leaned down, jolting forward, puking on the floor. Arden grunted in shock as he jumped back. "That's disgusting," Arden said, covering his nose. "That's showbiz. Now, I'll see you later. Go mingle and get ready to rock out," Reed told him, sticking out his tongue with a thrilled tone. "Come on, baby. We gotta hurry," Enrique urged, tugging on Reed's coat. The two quickly running off and navigating through the crowd. "Reed!" Arden tried calling out. He quieted his voice down now after he was alone. Where did they... Do you want to dance?" Arden jumped a little when the girl on the floor got back up, wiping the puke from her mouth, still grinning. Arden quickly darted away. He wasn't afraid to be there. It was uncomfortable. It seemed wherever he walked, he was bumping into people. Thankfully, most of them were tipsy or already dancing on each other, so they didn't notice him. That was until... "Hey, you got a problem?" Arden got startled hearing a guy shout at him, having accidentally made him spill his drink on himself. A small group of people in that area began taking notice, a few of them taking out their phones in case there was going to be a fight. Arden didn't like confrontation, but he wasn't going to apologize to that guy either. "Maybe if you weren't drunk, you could have held it better," Arden responded boldly, tilting his chin up slightly while squinting his eyes at the man. "Ooh, who's this guy? There's about to be a fight. You don't talk to Big Ted like that," the group began jeering. Arden felt a rattle of nerves go through him. He'd faced people picking on him at school. He wasn't the type of scared guy, but he'd also never been in an actual brawl. He thought of himself to be pretty intelligent and not get himself into unnecessary trouble with people. But who was this guy to yell at him? Some drunken idiot. He didn't show a white flag to this guy. "Tough guy, huh? Coming here knocking my drink on me, and then act like it's my fault? I'll teach you, punk," Ted yelled, chopping his words due to him being intoxicated. "Fight! Fight! Fight!" people began chanting, some laughing while they got angles for the brawl, creating a sloppy circle around them. "This is stupid. We aren't going to fight over a drink," Arden argued, getting irritated with the people hyping it up. He turned his attention back at Ted, who was backing up a little, before charging at him. Arden quickly side-hopped, tripping a little. He began taking off, pushing past the circle. "Get back here! You haven't been mangled yet!" Ted screamed, dashing over, even throwing a bottle at him, causing it to crash into the floor, breaking across it. Arden continued moving, having to shove his way through, hoping if he got far enough away, the guy would just forget and leave him alone. After running through the place and tripping a bit on disregarded bottles and cups, Arden finally found a door that read "Backstage." Without much thought, he rushed in and closed the door behind him, only now realizing how fast his heart was beating. Big Ted was massive, especially compared to Arden. If Ted figured out where Arden had gone, he might be having the first serious fight of his life.